Okay, good morning, gentlemen. And
Ladies.
no, it's like we are- actually the role play is between we four. So we are all gentlemen.
All right.
Okay, good morning, gentlemen, and we are here to solve a dispute between the two famous companies. They are known for their own styles, and we have Mr. Davidson from Tractor Graphics, and we have Mr. Enyo from Nissan Impact. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. And they are like old friends who are like got into a partnership for giving a new printer, digital printer to the US market. But unfortunately, they are facing some conflicts over each other's and conflicts of interest on their product. And we are not taking any side here, and it's like we are going to talk and resolve it, and we will give equal time to each one of you to talk without any interruption. And it's not going to be like we are not going to blame each other, instead find a fair and practical solution. So Mr. Davidson, you could just start with your concern. What's your concern?
We have taken a printer from this Japanese guy actually.
Before we begin, let's show more respect to each other. We
Yeah, okay.
already had a fight in Osaka. We
Okay.
don't want to repeat the situation again.
So we have taken a printer from this Japanese company. The printer they have given was actually not meeting to our US standards, and it has given many faulty complaints from our clients, and we lost many money on that. So I didn't pay him the full money because of this conflict.
And you want to talk us about the contract?
Yeah, actually-
from your end?
Actually, when we made the contract, there was no any written something about mention of higher resolution and promise of faster processor and special paper requirements, and as well as you said our machines is not something that you required. Actually, the machine works and meets our requirements that is in our contract, and the contract didn't promise higher quality, and as well as the problem is not poor quality, it's the bad expectation of your company.
Okay.
But also we have agreed that they will meet the technology standard of US.
So, did you guys agree to have certain standards to upgrade when you made the contract?
No, we did not.
You didn't.
We didn't.
And you're saying he did, right?
When we made the contract, we didn't talk about higher resolution and new processors. And however, after completing a contract, they asked about new resolution, high resolution, and new contract. And to do that, we had to spend more money, and we did it, and we spent extra money to that. We spent about extra $500,000.
So why did you spend money if it was not written in the contract? Why give them the upgrade?
Because their company is required to do that.
So you received the upgrade from them and also
Yeah,
product too.
we have received the upgrade from them, but still there was no use of the upgrade. The processor was very slow, the ink was smearing, and still I was getting complaints from my clients, and I lost many money on that.
What did your engineers say when they worked on the machine?
The best thing the engineers told that we could have get a better product from a Chinese guy or Chinese from China, because it will be much more cost efficient. Because I paid around $1.5 million here from the Chinese, and the engineers told that the technological stuff they have used is very cheap and very local.
What's your response to that? He's saying deliver the bad quality product.
As I said before, we didn't deliver bad quality product. We delivered exact product that is in our contract. The quality was the same in the as the contract. It's all about their bad expectations.
Did you file any complaints when you received the products that they are bad quality or anything like that?
I filed a compensation because the product was delivered very late, because it was delivered around 6 months later. So I filed a compensation for that. and I have filed another case because the things that they have provided doesn't meet our standards, so that we lost many clients because of it.
Okay, so you delivered the product after the deadline.
Yes, their company is right. We delivered it 6 months later than deadline. And however, the delay in delivery is not only our company's fault. Their company repeatedly changed the requirements. They asked about a higher resolution, new processor, and better quality. And after the contract was signed, these changes naturally caused delays in production and delivery.
Okay.
And after that, they said they lost profit. And when we made the contract, the contract doesn't include a compensation for lost profit, and we have fulfilled all obligations that was in our contract, and delivered the product as we two company agreed.
Well, what I'm seeing here is there was a written agreement that you have to make the upgrades,
Yes,
but
correct.
still you choose to make the upgrade.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, you didn't deliver before the deadline. You were late 6 months.
Because of repeatedly changes to their requirements.
Was it in the contract, this requirement?
There was no in our
Then
contract.
why did you keep making the upgrade if it was not in the contract?
Because they're required to do it.
You just trusted each other based on that? Just trust each other based on verbal agreement?
Yeah.
So you guys used to be friends then?
Is just saying you should have like had it in a written agreement, but it was not there.
So right now the thing is, you can say that since he delivered after the deadline, that was his fault. But again, the upgrade that he made, that came out of his pocket.
But the upgrades didn't meet our standards.
But you accepted those products.
Yeah, I accepted the product.
And you have used them.
Yeah, I used it.
So you need to pay them then.
No, I won't pay him.
Why not?
We can't say you can't pay.
Because he's not meeting to our standards. His technology is not meeting to our standards.
Then why did you accept the products then? If it's not, you have to test them
Because he
first.
told that he will meet our standards.
Did you meet?
You blindly trust him.
Yeah, he's a cheater, man.
They're just blaming our company. When we made the deal, there was exact standard of machines, and we did exact standard of machines when we delivered our machines. The quality of our goods were the same in the contract.
So, as my role here, I can only say who was right or who was wrong. Since you made the deliveries after 6 months of the delivery time, it was your fault there. And
Yes.
again, you also made those upgrades without even agreeing on the contract. That was also not right there too. But however, since you're withholding payments, that's also wrong too. I think it's best you should just pay him, just move on with
But
the
if
product.
he is improving my requirements for me, I will pay him definitely.
If they are willing to pay extra payments to our company to do upgrade to machines, we can do it. We can do better quality resolution with better quality machines.
Do you agree to this?
No, I won't agree. Because we have lost many money on the delay of delivery, also the ink problems.
You have to understand that he
You only have
made
1 minute
That's
left.
the news.
upgrades out of his own pocket. He took risk with you.
Okay.
And
If you talk about contract, the contract doesn't include anything about lost profit and compensation. We have fulfilled all obligations in the contract.
okay, so we have a deal then.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
All right.